Hey guys, so this is the third time I'm gonna try to record this video about me casting this wheel with Instantmold and then doing it up with green stuff. First try came out like this. That's crappy. The second try came out like this. It's pretty good, but used a bit too little green stuff. So I'm gonna do it all again, just so you could see how I do it. So first of all, you take the Instantmold, put it into a cup and pour hot water into it. I suggest even boiling water, but yeah, it's up to you. While the Instantmold gets soft in the hot water, I'll talk about why I use this Lego frame for my mold. When using the shield mold, you really don't need a frame, because you just push it on top of the one side. You don't need both sides of the shield. But when we do the wheel, you just can't push it on, because when you push it and push it and push it, it will leave air bubbles and like fall out of place, and you will get a really bad mold. That's the result for that. So I built up this frame out of Legos. It's wide enough and high enough to fit in the wheel, and some extra room to for the mold. Let's take some of the Instantmold. You can see that it's really soft, and that's what we need. Just push it into the bottom of the frame. Push it so that you would eliminate all air bubbles or little pockets of air. You can even use a fat piece like that to push it. So you can see we have it in there. Now I'll take the wheel and just press it in. Press it in deep, because you want all those details to be there on the mold. Now you take the second part of the Instantmold and just press it on top. Again, use a bit force to expel all of the air bubbles, and use like this flat surface. That is a really helpful tool when doing something like this. It pressures the Instantmold tightly together, so you would cast aside all air bubbles. Yes, I think it's done. Now when it's done, you have to give it, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes to cool down, just to be sure, because you don't want to open it up too early, otherwise you will harm the mold and you won't get the result that you wish for. So let's continue. Now we've got the mold ready. Now you have to take a sharp knife. You have to be careful doing this. If you feel uncomfortable or you're not sure that you can do it, you can always find a friend, or if you're younger, you can ask for help from an adult, or I don't know. Just be careful that you don't cut yourself, because if you cut yourself, you will lose the ability to do hobby stuff for a while. So I'm gonna show you what's the idea here. You see that the wheel is in the mold like this. You want to cut just on the edge, in the middle of the edge, because this way you will maintain or you will keep the details and the empty spaces here inside the wheel. So just want to cut it right in the middle all the way around. So let's start cutting it. So just use a really sharp knife because otherwise you might have some problems. See, cut in. It's a really good mold. Really hard. So I guess there will be no air bubbles. No air bubbles unless I manage to break the mold or something. I found out that this is the hardest part. Let's put this on under the close-up. You can see that it's not all nice, and all those crevices or parts here are ready. You can cast them without a problem. Good detailing here, no air bubbles. The second half, just pick out the wheel. Oh, and again no air bubbles. A really good cast this time. And now we're gonna put some green stuff inside the mold. What we want is a bowl of water. Make sure it isn't hot or warm. It's, in my case, it's cold water. Really useful with working green stuff. When casting something like a wheel or something, you want to take more of the blue stuff, because the more you have the blue stuff, the stronger the green stuff will be. So take some green stuff, dip it into water, just mix it with your fingers. Piece of green stuff, roll it up into a worm, and just start like pushing it in. Make it wet, just push it in, push it in. Just take some green stuff and shove it in the mold. It doesn't matter if it goes off the mold a bit. This is what you call flash when you buy, let's say, fine cast models, and you get some of the famous flash. It's the thing where two parts of the mold and there's this extra putty or green stuff or whatever fine cast thing it is. You can see that the green stuff is pretty wet, because if you don't, the green stuff will get dry and get sticky, and when it gets sticky it will peel off the mold. It will ruin your work, let's say. Let's put it like that. You can see already the piece forming out. Here's another tip for you. Take the frame that you use to cast the piece, but this time you will use it in another way. You take the two parts, you gotta stick them back together like this, but to make it even more clear that the parts would be matching each other, you can see that here is the, you can see that how it was here in the frame. So this big clear piece was here and the small ones on the other side, so you can push it right back in where it was. Now just build up your frame so it will keep it in place, that it wouldn't move around, so you would get like this clear piece, not like the first half is like a millimeter higher than the second. So put it like that. And then another thing that I've found useful is like press it together with extra bits of Lego. Like just shove it down there. It really helps. Pushes the mold up together, and we built this frame around the mold. Now we just have to wait for 24 hours and then we'll take it out from here and see what came out. So to me it'll be 24 hours, to you it'll be... We're back and let's see what comes out of the mold. Now let's see, let's open it up. Wow, a lot of flesh all around, but seems to be a really good cast. Now let's try to get it out of the mold altogether. Here's what we've got. Oh, look at all the detail and the flashing. You can see the flash on the side. That's really good. I need to just cut it off. Concerning the middle parts, I don't know, can I just poke them through? No, it's too thick. Can I? Let's try it out. I'll remove the flashing off the camera. Oh, you can see that this part here is maybe not that well detailed, but the rest of it looks pretty good, nice and strong. So we're back, and I've already made 2 wheels. Still a bit flashing left on here, but I can tell you right now that once that it's on a model, painted up, it'll be... you can't tell the difference. I'll be making another 6 maybe, 6 or 8, let's see how it goes. This is 3 sticks of Instantmold. That's how you do green stuffed wheels. I have some plans on using Instantmold to cast Flames War tank to create this diorama or a scenic base or objective or something. So this could happen sometimes in the future. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this maybe helps you in a way or just inspires you. Other than that, keep it safe and I'll talk to you next time. Check this out. Those are wheels.